Let me just see one thing here. Okay, officially, good evening, you all, people from the Zoom and you guys from the YouTube. Uh, okay, tonight we are going to talk about culture and tradition. Okay, so it's going to be a nice meeting, I hope. And I'd like to know, is there someone here for the first time? Is it your first time here? Victoria, is
Yeah,
it your
that's
first time?
just
Okay, we
yeah.
have Reinaldo.
No, it's not my first time.
It's not
Actually,
the
I'm
first.
training to be a tech facilitator. I'm here to watch and learn with you, so
Okay, that's really nice. I hope you enjoyed the conversation tonight. And welcome, Reinaldo. Please, could you introduce yourself, Reinaldo? Say your name, where are you from, and how did you get here to TNT, please?
Yes. All right. My name is Reinaldo Saraiva. I'm living in Teresina, Piauí. Um, my family is my wife, my son, my cats. Uh, I live in an apartment. Mm, in Teresina, very rot,
Yes.
very rot.
Nice. And
Uh,
how did you get to TNT, Reinaldo? Someone sent you the link or someone showed you in a social media? How did it happen for you?
Do you repeat?
Yes, sure. How did you get to this meeting? Like someone told you about it, or you saw on social media, or someone recommended it to you? How did you get to know this project, TNT?
Ah, recommend it's a Philip. Philip.
Oh, from Philip. Nice.
Yes.
So this is amazing. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed the conversation tonight. Okay. So for you and for those who are on YouTube, Andressa, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I was thinking it's my first time actually, right? With you guys. Not the first time I'm in a meeting, but the first time I'm with you guys. So I think it's better if I introduce myself as well.
Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Andressa. I'm 28 years old. Today's my birthday. And I live in Recife, Pernambuco, but I'm from Fortaleza actually. And I have a dog. I'm a biologist who's changing careers to UX design. I don't know if you guys know what it is, but I'm changing careers, and I think that's it.
Okay, first of all, congratulations, your birthday, and it's a pleasure to have you here on your birthday. You know, you could go to a party or something like that, but you came here tonight, so that's really
Yeah,
special.
I'm very focused on this. I need to learn a lot better.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I hope you enjoy the conversation tonight. But before we start, I'm going to explain to Reynaldo and for those of YouTube that are here for the first time. Okay. So guys, just to let you know, what is TNT? TNT is a conversation platform for beginning, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. And I'm going to remind you guys, this is not a class. Okay. We believe that we are going to learn in a real environment by immersion. Okay, how does it work? uh, we have a topic, it's a theme, especially tonight we're going to talk about culture and tradition. And if we have a lot of people in the room, I'm going to break it down in small groups, and in these small groups you're going to talk. Tonight I believe it's just us, so I'm going to keep all of us here in the main room. And other than that, our philosophy here in TNT is to keep you talking, okay? So don't be shy, don't be afraid of making mistakes, just go ahead and speak up, okay? As you can see, we are live on YouTube, and if you want to have classes focused on conversation or classes in other languages like Spanish, French, and etc., just go to talkingtalk.com.br, and there you can get more information. Okay, so that's it, guys. As I told you before, tonight we're talking about culture and traditions. I'm going to send the questions here, but before that, I'd like to get to know you. I'm going to start with you, Francisco. Please say your name, where are you from, and then we can choose someone else. Okay, go ahead, Francisco.
Right. So my name is Francisco Marcos. I'm 34 years old. So next week is gonna be my birthday. So
Nice.
and yeah, I live in Vila Velha, Espírito Santo. I'm a mechanical engineer and teacher as well. I'm teacher, engineer, mechanical, uh, and a teacher for technicians in mechanic as well. Uh, and I'm here because I have a long time that I don't practice English, so I'd like to get in touch with the language again. So and
Okay,
I know that TNT is a great place for it.
okay, that's really nice. So I hope you really enjoyed the conversation tonight. And okay, let's go with you, Bruno, my friend Bruno Fernandes. Please introduce yourself, say where are you from, and etc.
Nice. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Bruno. I'm from Santos. I'm 32 years old. I'm married. I work at a freight forwarder company, and I'm part of the collection team there, you know. So I'm the boring guy that calls the customers to try to make they pay the outstanding amount, you know. And that's it, guys. It's a pleasure to be here with you. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No,
I choose Larissa to introduce. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, is it my connection or hers? I'm not sure.
It's hers.
Yeah.
Okay.
My connection is terrible today. Oh my God.
Okay.
Can you hear
Maybe
me
if you
now?
close your camera. Yes, we can hear you right now.
Okay,
Go ahead.
my connection is terrible today. So I'm Larissa, I'm 24. I'm an architect. I'm from Rio, but I live in Cabo Frio with my fiance, but I return to Rio every week because of my job. And I have a cat with my parents now. And that's it for now. And
okay, Larissa.
it's new here.
I believe we got a few things from it, but yeah, I don't know what to say. Let's go to someone else. Maybe we can come back. We already know Andressa. We have now Reinaldo. Please, Reinaldo, introduce yourself. Say your name and where are you from. Go ahead. Reinaldo Saraiva.
Hello.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
Yes, introduce yourself, please.
My name is Ronaldo. I'm living in Teresina, Piauí. I work in Luisa Labs como infrastructure architect in cloud. My work is automation and resource and cloud.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. I like my role is go running, requiring, watch TV, read books, whatever. I live with my wife, my cat, and my son.
Okay, nice. We have a few people more. I believe Bruna, can you introduce yourself? And after that, we have Albert. Go ahead, Bruna, please.
Okay, hi guys, really good to see you all here. I live in São Paulo with my family. I work here on Talk and Talk as a teacher and also as a community manager. I like dancing. I've been learning Spanish too. It's been a nice journey. What else besides dancing? I love music. And I think that's it about me, just a little bit.
Okay, thank you very much, Bruno. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And right now, go ahead, Herbert, please. Herbert Toyota.
Okay.
Yes.
Herbert, I'm 26 years old. I'm from São Paulo, capital, and graduated in business administration. And now I'm working a consultant company in a administrative area.
Okay, good. Guys, as I told you before, sometimes I'm going to split you in small rooms and sometimes I'm not. Right now we have 9 people here, so I believe it's better if we divide the groups, okay, so we can speak more. If you see one button in your screen, just accept it, and if you do not see, we are going to stay here in the main room with me, okay? Right now, let me see. Yes. If you were chosen, just click and accept and go to this room and you can talk to each other, okay? Yes, I believe that's it. Just one thing, I'm going to send the questions here. Guys, can you see the questions on the chat? Okay, nice. Let me just do one thing. Okay, as I told you, tonight we're talking about culture and etc. So, Andressa, let's start with you. Does your family have any special tradition, like on holidays, on Sundays, with a special dish and etc.? Go ahead, please.
Actually, my family has a tradition with playing games. We have a night where we play games together. And it's card games like baralho. I don't know how to say that in English.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the tradition, I think.
Okay, nice. What about you, Francisco? Guys, you can keep answering this one, okay? Francisco can keep answering because someone asked for help in the breakout room. Okay, I'm going to help them, but I'll be right back. Francisco, go ahead, answer this one if you, and yes, just do it.
Okay. I don't know if my family has a tradition. Nowadays, I'm not living with my family, my parents. I'm living with my fiancé, and usually on weekends I like to cook, and we sit at the table and we have a dish a little more. I don't know how to say, more peacefully, because usually during the business day, everyone eat in your place. Sometimes my fiance lunch at the work. Sometimes myself lunch at work. But during the weekends is the moment that everyone get together and have time to talk and appreciate the foods together. So, and usually I cook.
Well, this is a nice tradition. Like you cook the special meal. Okay, that's nice. I don't know. What about you, Bruno? Does your family have any special tradition, something like that?
Yeah, so it's not we don't have a special tradition, but we usually do the same thing all the weekends. It's similar. It's similar, like Francisco said. And on the weekends I try to cook something, and we usually cook stroganoff. We love this food. And my wife and my daughter, they love this plate,
This
this
dish,
dish, this dish, and they always ask to more. We repeat the dishes and so on. And yeah, and sometimes when we have friends at home on Saturday night or on Monday, we usually play cards as well, as Andressa said. It's really good, but we play Uno.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
Having board games it's nice as well. Like there's a game we played a few days ago. It's called Sagrada. It's a game you have to. It's like the church in Barcelona called there's a church, the biggest church in
Sagrada Família.
Sagrada Família, yes, and that's why the game is called like that, Sagrada, and you have to build a vitral with the dice. They are all colored like a vitral, and it's very, very, very nice. It's a very good game. I'm here recommending.
Okay, nice. It's really nice when we have activities that we bring a lot of people together, like our family, our friends, and things like that. And as you said something, Larissa, go ahead. It's with you now. Does your family have any special tradition or etc.?
Yes, we usually met on holidays or weekends because I live 3 hours by bus from my family. But in the next weekend, it's the Father's Day. I will return to my parents' house, and my father loves barbecue, so that's the dish, the special dish.
Okay, a barbecue is really traditional in Brazil. Like we get together and we,
Yes.
oh, I'm going to make a barbecue. It's really nice. And last but not least, we have you, Herbert. Does your family have any special tradition? I don't know.
I don't know if I have specific tradition. Maybe in some specific days like Mother's Day, Father's Day, that you eat different kind of foods, but not specific tradition. Like
Okay.
like Mother's Day, we need to eat sometime food each every Mother's Day. I think, of course, we in the special days we eat some special food, but not tradition. Don't have a specific.
Oh, it's just special.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Now, one thing that I noticed, at least here in our group, is that we always have food involved, you know? Like we get together to eat, we get together to make barbecue. It's always food involved. And in my family, it's not different, you know, because during Sundays we get together in my mother's house and she makes like a big pasta with a lot of things and etc. And we eat together during lunch. And on special holidays like Christmas or I don't know Mother's Day, we also get together to eat. I don't know, maybe in our free time we just eat different things, and I think it's kind of nice. It's different. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. I believe everybody answered this one. Am I right? Yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, I forgot one word here, but it's like this. Are traditions always good or bad? Should we incorporate aspects of other cultures into ours? Uh, let's go. Let's break it into parts. Okay, let's go with the first one. Are traditions always good or bad? Let's go with you, Andressa, please. What do you think about that?
If I don't know, are traditions good or bad? I think they are mostly good. I don't know. I don't know if I have a very strong opinion about it. It's I think it's maybe there are some traditions in other cultures that we might see as not good, as something's not good. I don't know an example right now, but maybe there is. And for that reason, maybe what I'm trying to say is that it might not sound that good for us, a tradition, but I don't know what I'm saying actually. Was
Okay,
it
don't worry.
understandable?
Yes. Don't worry. We can go to the others, and if you want, you can talk later. Okay, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Let's go with you, Bruno. What do you think? Are traditions all good or bad?
Yeah, I believe that, most of them are good, because, for example, if you are celebrating something, it's because this thing was or are or is, important to you or to your family, you know. So yeah, I think most of them are good, but it can be a little bit strange as well. For example, in Mexico, we can see that people celebrate the how can I say it?
Deaf,
Death, yeah, Death Day, you know. Celebrate the day that the people die and visit the people, because they believe that doing it, they will respect people, you know, and people that are passed away will be happy with them. So it's strange, you know, but in the same time, we can see that they respect the people that somehow made part of their lives, you know. And yeah, most of them are good. And yeah, and for example, about acquiring a new tradition, maybe you need to know the meaning of this, and if it can be important to you, you know. If it's important to you, okay, maybe I don't see any problem on this, you know. Yeah, that's it, guys.
Okay, really nice. Thank you, Bruno. I'd like to hear your opinion, Herbert. What do you think about this?
Sir, what is the questions that I couldn't?
Yes, are traditions good or bad in your opinion?
Depends on this. The best answer depends on, because we have a contest, like tradition food for when, like a holiday, for example, like we have a special days, like we have a tradition familiar of family. You have specific habits, like we always eat barbecue on the Mother's Day, or sushi, and there's some traditions that habits, traditions that's okay, are good, that not change prejudice, yeah, not hurts your life or situation, can harm, how can I say prejudicar?
I totally forgot.
Harm.
Yes, thank you, Bruno.
Like but there are some specific situations that tradition can be harmful, can be a problem. For example, at work, if you have some specific situations do the same thing, it can be a problem. Like a job, the world is changing, so the company is very dynamic, many new things.
I got it. Like if your tradition is going to be different.
Yeah, and the company needs to change some situation, like a softwares or the culture. If it doesn't change, it can be late, or can be a problem, can be a problem in the future.
Yes, I see your points. Yeah, you really got a point here, because on a professional world, like if you just keep the tradition, not following the trends, or try to follow the market, maybe you are not going to succeed. Thank you very much, Herbert. Yes, interesting point. Let's hear from you, Larissa. What do you think about it?
I believe it's good, and when we grow up, we create ours traditions. So I like to discover new habits and create new traditions, you know. I think it's good.
Okay, nice. And what about you, Francisco? What do you think? Should we incorporate aspects of other cultures in ours?
Okay, so just the second question, because I was speaking in the first one, if you're good or not.
I noticed that. That's why I'm asking you.
All right. So Yeah. For the first question, I was thinking that depends on, like Everett said, and like because tradition make people stay together and it create identity. Uh, and also could be bad if you have like traditions like bullfight, you know, acho que tourada, like,
Yes,
and
exactly.
because
Bullfight.
it's and some people just fight to stay this tradition because they cannot think or realize what's happening because they do it because they parents and their grandparents and everyone does, so they just repeat and don't think about what's really happened. uh, and Yeah, sometimes about incorporating or not aspect of other cultures. Sometimes I think it's will happen because, especially because of the internet and globalization is so common. You see people just mixing that you don't. I sometimes I'm worried if in the future you don't have more uh, like everyone is just a citizen of the world. You cannot see the difference between aspects. Nowadays it's more and more easy when you travel. You see aspect, especially Western aspect in the uh, other countries. Like I have the opportunity to visit Indonesia and Thailand and Malaysia 6 years ago, and you can find a lot of aspect that are Western aspect in there. So more and more everything is gonna mix it. Honestly, I don't know if it's good because the identity is melting.
Yes. I see your point. It's really interesting because it happens a lot of music, you know. A lot of Brazilian adolescents or children, they don't know like traditional Brazilian music, but they know
Yes.
like English musics or Korean
Mhm.
musics that they are
Yes.
trending right now. I'm not saying this is bad, but I'm saying that it's changing our world. You know, it's like
Mhm.
it's different right now. They don't know our songs, but they know other songs in other languages and etc. Okay, this was a good, really good question. I just would like to say one bad tradition, at least in my family, is when one baby is born, like a girl is born. The first thing the mothers do is like to put an earring on their ears, you know. And I think, why do you do that? And they say, to show everybody it's a girl. But who needs to know it's a girl? They just need to trust your word, you know. You don't need to put the girl into pain just to show the word, oh, it's a girl. So yeah, it's a tradition in my family. So the first thing is like put an earring. It's really crazy. And okay, any
Mm.
comments before we move on? Go ahead, Francisco, please.
No, no, just like that. My family is the same thing. If it is a
Yes,
girl, you're
crazy.
gonna have a earring.
Yes, it's really crazy. Okay, moving on to the next question. This one is really nice. Is tradition related to religion? Do you think that religion is part of a tradition? I'd like to start with you, Larissa. Please go ahead.
Okay, I grew up in a Catholic home, so in my family it's related, and we usually met for talk, for stay together, and eating, of course. And for my family, it's related.
Okay, so culture and religion totally related. I don't know what do you think about it, Bruno? Can we dissociate culture and religion? What do you think?
Yeah, in some situations, yes, I believe that the religion and tradition is connected, mixed. But in some parts, I think that there are some traditions that people create that just to have fun and still and be together, to get along and so on. For example, as the example that Francisco and I we gave here about on Saturday or Monday, we usually cook and stay with our family, play cards, something like that. So it's a kind of tradition.
Yes.
that our family created, you know. I mean, each family created, but it not necessarily will be something connected with religion, you know. It depends of the situation and the moment. But for example, Christmas is something related with religion, you know. So it can be it's a mix, yeah.
It's a mix. Okay, that's nice. Who else? Maybe you, Andressa. What do you think?
I think it's a mix as well. It's something it's that's a question again. Sorry.
It's question number 3. Is tradition related to religion? And do you think that religion is a part of tradition?
Yeah, I think religion is part of tradition, something we pass on generations. So it's a part of a tradition, I think. Just like Larissa said, she was born in a Catholic home, so it was passed it was passed in her culture. In biology we study like culture. It's something biological that can be biologically, I don't think that's a word, but okay. That can be transferred, you know, like it's a thing we create as a whole. Culture can be transferred like genetically. How do I say that? What I'm talking about?
Genetically.
Yeah, genetically. And I think it's something we create, and it's related to religion and tradition, and that's it. I don't know.
No, you were great, and you brought up a really interesting topic. Like, culture is passed from generation to generation. Like, our grandparents used to do that, and then our and then our parents, and then us, and then we're going to show this to, I don't know, our nephews, our sons and daughters, and etc. And this is like religion happens, you know. Like, Larissa was born in a, I'm sorry to use you as an example, Larissa, but you were the only one that said that. She was born in a Catholic family, so probably her mother or her father was born in a Catholic family and goes
Yeah,
back and on
this
and
is
on.
fascinating.
Yes, really nice. I believe we have Herbert. What do you think about this one? Is religion connected to culture? What's your opinion about that?
About religion, culture. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you exactly
Okay.
about religion and culture.
Think I'm not a person that's religious. I think it's every religion has own culture, own habits. The tradition to do, we had like to donate, for example, or to eat some specific foods on a holiday. I think every religion has its own culture, and we need to respect, of course, inside of the limits, not like if you don't cause any problems, okay. If you don't harm people, or I mean, it's okay. So every religion has own culture.
Okay.
Not it's correct or not, is the best or not, with the best. No,
Okay, nice.
every
Thank you.
characteristics.
Okay, thank you, Herbert. Yes. Uh, has someone not answered yet? Francisco, did you answer this one?
This one, no.
No, go ahead, please.
All right. Yeah, in part, I think I agree with this. And I'm like Larissa, my family is Catholic. And all these holidays, like Christmas and uh, Easter, Easter.
Easter, yes.
Easter, and has a different meaning. So it's like Christmas. It's not just changing gifts. So when I remember that Christmas at my grandmother's house, you have to pray, and during the dish, during the meal before eating, you have to wait until midnight to
Yeah.
have to eat to be allowed to eat. I don't know why this. So nowadays I'm not follow this. I still enjoying these dates, these holidays. I have a little bit different meaning, you know. I don't know if because I know that why have Christmas, why have Easter, why have all these holidays, most of them coming from Catholic uh, holidays, but most of the people just use these holidays to enjoy in the other ways. So, but yeah, I think yes, tradition and religions, they are related, because tradition is like you repeat things that your ancestors
Yes.
have pardon pardon, what did you
Your
say?
father, yes.
Yeah,
No,
your
no, go
father,
ahead.
and yeah, yeah, right. So you just repeat it. So for the religions continues go on, you need that the people still doing. So yeah, I think yes, it is related. Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
nice. Thank you very much. So I believe most of us, yes, all of us agree here that religion's really related to culture and tradition. So let's move on to the next question. Actually, I'm going to skip number 4, okay, and go straight to number 5, because I'd like to hear your opinion, guys. What do people from other countries think about Brazilian traditions? I don't know. Let's start with you, Andressa, please.
I think sometimes they think we are strange, we are weird. Like, I lived in France for some time, for 6 months, and when I was there, they usually thought that I took too many baths, like showers, like that I was weird because of that. So I think they think it's a interesting country, like something exótico. I don't know how to say that, but exótico, and that's it. I think they found us interesting, but with this little perks, like different perks that are funny for them.
Okay, this one about the bath, I was not waiting for, but I mean,
Yeah, like I took three showers per day, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one before bed. And they thought it was too much, and I agree. Sometimes it is too much, but I was, I was born and I was raised in Fortaleza. It's very, very hot, so I
yeah.
just it's just a habit, and I don't know.
Okay, very nice. I really liked your reaction to this, Larissa. So I would like to hear what you have to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Andressa, and I think the people from other country, they think we are so euphoric. I don't know. For example, when our my parents or my friends came to my house, we always made a cook, made a special dish. And I know it's not happening in another culture. It's a Brazilian tradition. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's always about food.
yeah,
In
always about
Brazil.
food. Okay, thank you very much. I'd like to hear from you, Francisco, because you said you were, oh, I forgot the name of the country, but you were like in a really distant country. So what do you
Yes,
think?
Yes, I have been in Indonesia,
Yes,
Thailand, in
Indonesia.
Malaysia. Yeah, I think most of the people, the foreigners, they think Brazilians are really a lot attached, you know, that you are missing so much home, you're missing so much parents, you have to get in touch with your family. I remember when I was in Australia, I lived in Australia for 6 months, and I was like so like it was like a habit. I have to call my mother almost every day just to say I'm alive or something like this. And a friend of mine, she was Scotch, and she thinks it was so weird. I remember one day that my mother called me, and our answer was speaking in Portuguese, and she was by my side, just thinking it's so weird. You have to call your mother like every day. So I think it's like I don't know, it's a tradition, but it's like everyone talked about this, that Brazilians is attached. And I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I think about this, that the people has this common sense that Brazilians more attached than other people.
Yes, and we can see this because if we go to other countries, in most of them is like normal. If you are how can an adult, like between commas, an adult, you leave your parents' house. You just go live your life and do what you gotta do. Here in Brazil, it's kind of different. Like you finish your high school and then you go to college and you keep living with your family, and sometimes you finish your college and you keep living with your family, and you just leave your parents' house when you get married, and sometimes no, you build something at the back of the house of your
Yeah.
parents. So this is true. We are really attached to our families.
Yes.
It's really crazy to see that. Would you like to say something, Francisco? No. No? Okay. Let's go with you, Albert. What do you think? Albert,
Sorry,
you okay?
the are playing PES now.
Okay,
Sorry,
go ahead, go ahead.
I didn't hear because they are playing PES. So
Okay. What people from other countries think about Brazilian culture, in your opinion?
I
Could you?
I don't know a lot of foreigners. But I think I'm based on the movies, series, uh, animes. I think foreign peoples, looks thinks that Brazil are just football and some. As I think it's very common. They think that, especially soccer, because the favorite sport of the Brazilians. And about the personality, I think foreigners think they Brazil are extroverts, animated. Not always, but animated when see foreigner people and talkative. Um, I think it's
Okay, nice.
yeah.
Yes, I was waiting for someone to talk about the football and samba because it's always like that. Oh,
The
Brazilian, you like samba, you play soccer. Go ahead, Andres.
And
Yeah,
caipirinhas.
I remember sometimes I was there in France and people asked me about Neymar, but I know nothing about football. And I was like, yeah, he plays there and it's nice. And then they asked me about samba as well, if I knew how to dance like this. And I was like, no, I don't know. I'm a fake Brazilian, sorry.
You don't know samba? You cannot samba?
I cannot samba. I'm sorry.
Come on, guys, we need to learn how to samba. Come on. Go ahead, Bruno. What do you think? Other people think
Yeah,
about them?
I think this question is amazing because I never thought about this. What about the foreigners think about our traditions, but based on your answers, guys, I think that they think that our traditions are good, but in the same time that there is a bad part that they all think that in Brazil is all the day party, but it's not like that, because we have work, we live as a ordinary people, because we need to provide to our family. So yeah, that's kind of this, it's a good but bad part as well. But yeah, in general, I think that they like, because we are emotional, we receive the foreigners in the best way, and they recognize it, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, really nice, really nice. Well, in the company that I work, there are a lot of Spanish guys and people from Ecuador, Argentina, and Chile. And it's always funny because they think everybody knows how to make a barbecue, like, oh, we're gonna make a barbecue, you can take care of that. And I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't quite know how to do that, the basics, not any specialist. And they keep saying, no, you know how to do this and that. And it's not like that. And one thing you said, Bruno, it's really nice that they think it's like, oh, we do a party for everything, we're going to visit someone, we're going to make a special dish and make a party, we're going to, I don't know, to someone's house, we're going to somewhere, to the beach, we're going always with music and making parties and things like that. And I don't know, most of the time it's true, like Larissa said, she goes to someone's house and, oh, let's make something to eat and let's get together and do something. So it's kind of true. But about the barbecue, I'm not sure. Okay, let me just see what time is it. It's 9:50. Okay, let me make one more question, and after that, I'm going to call the guys from the breakout room back. Let's keep it straight to question number 9. Okay, if a foreigner from another country comes to your city, what advice would you give to this person? Let's start with you, Bruno, please. What advice would you give to this person? Where do you live? I'm sorry, Bruno, I forgot.
I'm living in Santos.
In Santos. What advice would you give to someone coming to Santos?
So I would say that be careful with your smartphone. Don't use it like a crazy on the street, because it can be dangerous. Even in Santos, that we don't have a higher level of violence. But in general in Brazil, we need to take care of our phones, and we need to be aware of the situation of the place that we are. What else? Yeah, and enjoy the city, because here we have a lot of good restaurants. We have the beach, and yeah, just enjoy, man, and take care of your things. Yeah.
Just enjoy, man. I really like this advice. Let's go with you, Larissa, please.
I feel you, Bruno, because I live in Rio. It's the same here. Not here in Cabo Frio. It's okay, but in Rio, the capital, it's dangerous. But I would say to the people, enjoy the beautiful nature we have here, the beach. And here in Cabo Frio, you can go to Búzios and Arraial do Cabo, taking one bus. So it's good to see and met another city. So that's it.
Okay, nice. Let's go with you, Ebert.
One advice, I think, for the foreigner: take care of your objects. Take care of when you are walking, because it's complicated in Brazil. We have a lot of violence and hopeless, how can I say? Thefts.
Robberies, yeah, thieves.
Robberies on the street. So Stay careful.
Okay. Oh, guys, give some good advices. Okay, Andressa, you're my hope. Go ahead, give a good advice.
I don't know. I would advise you to be careful.
Come
I
on.
have a funny story. I had a friend who was he was about to move to Recife, where I live. He was actually thinking about moving, and before that he moved to Acapulco in Mexico, I guess. And
Yeah.
there he was robbed. And he was like, oh my God, this was the worst experience of my life. And I was, okay, and you're thinking about moving to Recife. We have to think twice about it. And I would say be careful, but enjoy as well. Just like Larissa said, there's a lot of beauties to see here. And Recife is a very historical place to see. There's Olinda, which is a city next by, and it's very fun to be there. There's the carnival, and there's a lot to see in Brazil, and we can't just stay focused on the dangers, the danger.
Dangerous situations, I don't know.
Yeah, the dangerous situations. We can just focus on that. We have to open our minds to see what has besides that.
Okay, thank you. The guys from the breakout room came back. So guys, we are trying to answer question number 9, okay? If a foreigner from another country comes to your city, what advice would you give to this person? I'd like to hear you, Victoria, and yes, go ahead, Victoria Mello. I saw your face.
Wow, it's because my city is not a very tourist city for tourist people. There aren't many things here. I don't know. Maybe I'd say them to visit the countryside, that it's very beautiful. The nature is very, very beautiful. There are many waterfalls, and to know the historical cities. Unfortunately, here in my city, it isn't one. But I think I'd say the other nice places to visit and to be careful, because it's very hot, very hot.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so if it's very hard, other advice, just use the solar protector, okay? Because these guys, they're like, they don't use it and they get all burned and etc. So use solar protectors. And okay, guys, that's it. Don't go yet. I'm going to send one link here. Let me just do one thing. Yes, I'm going to send one link here. It's about our survey, okay? It's really fast. You just need to click on it and say what you like, what you didn't like, what are your opinions about the meetings. It doesn't need to be all good, okay? Just give the critics, give your suggestions, and etc. And if you want to bring a special theme, a special topic, just write it down there, okay? And other than that, I'd like to know from you, Reinaldo, how was the meeting for you? Reinaldo Saraiva, how was the meeting for you, the conversation?
It's challenging. I first mentioned English.
Yeah.
A topic, challenge, culture, tradition.
Okay, but was it good? Did you like?
Yes, I like.
Okay, nice. I hope you get the opportunity to come here more often, and then you can enjoy even more, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, nice. I'd like to hear, I don't know, from you, Andressa. You said you introduced it yourself. Just go ahead.
Yeah, I think the time went by so fast, like
Yeah, I know it.
really, really fast. I'm a little bit frustrated, but it was very nice. I think the topic was very interesting, and that's it. I think you were a very good host. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to hear from you. Go ahead. Go ahead,
But
Andressa.
I clicked the survey link that you sent, and it's not opening. Is that the same for everyone, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's the
not
same
working.
here.
I don't know if
It's
we're
not
having
working.
some problem. Yes.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I don't know. I don't
There's
know. Yes,
nothing.
don't worry about that. Thank you, Andressa. Maybe, oh, this is a strategy actually to you guys come back here to the next meeting and answer the feedback, okay, at the end of the meeting. So you are all invited. And
Good
before we
strategy.
go, yes, before we go, Francisco, it was also your first time. So tell us, did you like the meeting? What's your opinion about that?
Yes, I really enjoyed it. My English was a little bit rusty, and I forgot a lot of words, but I could talk, and everyone was very uh, welcomed, and I feel very nice. It was a really good time.
Okay, thank you very much. It's so nice to hear that from you guys. And as I always say, TNT is a safe space, so come here more often, guys. We have meetings in English, Spanish, French, and etc. So that's it for tonight. I hope you really enjoy it, and maybe you can schedule other meetings with me or with Bruna or with the other hosts we have here. And that's all, folks. It was a pleasure talking to you all. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much,